Hello everyone, it's Patri. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I want to plan out some videos with y'all. I really want to make it a goal to plan my videos ahead of time. My life has recently calmed down a little bit more. If you don't know, I'm about to graduate. I've been this past year no, that's my food. This is my new cat Luna, or our new cat Luna. And she's insane. She was just trying to eat my food. If you didn't know, I'm a senior in college. I'm about to graduate this upcoming week. I've been majoring in accounting, so I'm an accounting major. And for my last semester of college, I was able to just do an internship for credit. So I didn't take any classes. So from January till April, I was working busy season. And yeah, life was pretty hectic then, working a lot of hours. I finished my internship around mid-April. After that, I was just honestly gathering my life back together. Then Connor and I, my boyfriend, we went to Mexico and we traveled for a little bit. We ended up stuck in Mexico. We couldn't get back into the country. So we ended up having to stay in Mexico City, which hadn't even been the place we went to. We went to La Paz, Mexico. So very different vibes. And this was last week. Since then, I've just been cleaning the apartment and trying to get my life together, trying to read, and it's just been nice to finally relax. This upcoming week, I'll be graduating. Then after that, I'll be going to Guatemala, so traveling a little bit more. June might be a little hectic, but also just not as hectic as it has been for the past 2 years. So the pandemic hit and I was able to start this YouTube channel at home because I didn't really have anything else to do. But then once I moved back to my college town, I started doing an internship. I started taking classes online, so I got really busy. And then senior year started and trying to end with really good grades. So for the next year now, I'm gonna be living with my boyfriend. We're gonna be moving into a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm gonna be finishing up credits to be able to sit for the CPA exam. So it's just an overall way more relaxed year, kind of staying put in one place, not having to move around so much. And yeah, hopefully I can just start doing better on YouTube because I've still been reading, guys. I really still have been. I've been able to pick up my physical reading a little bit more. Last year, I really was not able to read as much just because school, work, everything going on, But my goal this year is to read 100 books, and I've read 33 books so far. I'm about to finish an audiobook, and I'm on my third The Wheel of Time book by Robert Jordan, The Dragon Reborn. So I'm doing well. Everything finally feels like it's falling into place. I have a new cat. I think I just showed you her. If not, I'll show you her in a second. Here she is, y'all. My Luna girl. And yeah, let's just I'm done rambling. Let's just start planning some books for July. Wait, not July, June. Okay, wait, hold up. My sister's sending me tattoo flashes. It's Friday the 13th. I actually just got one. Sorry, Mom. And hold up. We gotta help her out real quick. Okay, time to continue. So, let's see. You guys won't be able to see, and I guess it's kind of better that you don't really fully see what's on here. Okay, how do I get this thing out of here? I don't want you guys to see. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so June videos. Last night I kind of brainstormed what I wanted to upload. I've been trying to do that more now and just getting more inspiration, getting back into the groove. Okay, I want to start a new series that's one popular, a classic, and then an unknown book to me, just because it's kind of my personal goals. I have so many popular books from Book of the Month that I haven't been able to read, so that way I can read one a month. I want to get back into classics. I haven't read a classic in so long and I really like them. I also have been gifted quite a couple, and I have my women's poster. I like posted it for my secret history review, so it's like a bunch of like classics written by women. So I want to scratch off a couple more of those, and then kind of like an unknown book to me. So what I mean by that is more of like, not that I don't know it, as in more of like unheard of. I guess that's a better word, unheard of. So like I'm not seeing it on BookTube and it's on my bookshelves or one of my boyfriend's books, because I actually only have like his books right here with me. I haven't been able to bring mine yet. I will get to that. I have a couple here, but we'll go through them. So yeah, one from like my own or his bookshelves, like books we own, because I can't keep buying books, and like there's so many books that I'm like, what even are you? And I just need to try them. I know I'm staring off, it's because that's one of the bookshelves is there. Okay, so those are like the 3 that I would like to really pick. Those are the 3 that I would like to designate. I'm trying to figure out like a rhythm that works for me. So I don't know, I think 3 might be good enough, because the other 2, if I like plan more than that in specific, I don't know, I feel like I like the freedom of not knowing. But also, I need to start planning videos better. I think after reading these, I would like to start the 4th book of the Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising. Is it that one? Yeah, I think it's The Shadow Rising. Because I have been hooked. I'm trying to purposely take a break after the 3rd one so I can read other books, because I've just been going from like each one to the other, and as I go, I've been reading them faster. Oh my god, I'm so rambly, but I'm having fun, guys. Okay, so I think probably The Shadow Rising would be good. And then what else would I want to read? Maybe like a graphic novel or a manga, because I haven't read any in so long, and that's always easy. I can plan it in. And then of course all the audiobooks I end up listening to. I read about like 5 to 7 a month, I'd say. So yeah, so that sounds good. All right, should we pick those out? Okay, let's do it. Let's go pick the books. Precious boy. So cute. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Okay, is this like a super awkward angle? I hope it's not. So, first book is a popular book. So for this, I'm thinking like a book of the month book, and I have a pretty good idea. It's right here. I want to read this. I'd say it's gotten pretty popular in the last couple months because I see it everywhere. Crying in H Mart by, I messed that up, Michelle Zauner. Sorry, Jay Brecky, I love you. Okay, well, I got this back in, I can't remember. I got it right when it became an add-on because I had been wanting it for so long. I saw Japanese Breakfast live last fall, and I love her, favorite artist. So I obviously wanted to buy her book, but I was a little broke. So Book of the Month came out with it as an add-on. So I got it, and it's just been sitting there waiting for me to read it. And I really want to read it. It's also not very long. I don't read that many memoirs, and it's something I've been wanting to explore. I've heard amazing things about this book. I really love the artist, and I'm very interested in reading it. So I think this is a good one. So yeah, so this is what I'm picking for like the popular one. Then what was the next one? A classic. Okay, the classics I want to read. I want to read, like I said, kind of women-based classics, because I feel like I always read man-based. I mean, yeah. In the past couple of years, I've only read like men-written classics. I'm struggling with speaking, but we're pushing through it. We're pushing through it. So let's see. Connor has a bunch of classics. He has a couple women classics written by women. Okay, that's easier for me to say. He has a couple classics written by women, I'm pretty sure. So I just have to like find them. So let's see. If I see another one that interests me though, I'll just go for it. None of them really call my attention right now. Read a couple of these. Eventually, I want to reread Slaughterhouse 5. My first tattoo was So It Goes from like the book, like a quote from the book. I read it when I was 17, my senior year of high school, and I got the tattoo when I was 18. So it's been a couple years, so I should probably reread it since it's something I have on my body forever. Okay, I've been wanting to read this book, and like it's short enough if I want to read The Shadow Rising. I'm gonna need like shorter books, but I don't know if this counts as a classic. I feel like it does. It was published in 1899. Does that make it a classic? What makes a classic a classic? But I got this book at what do you call it? Powell's City of Books in Portland, and I've been wanting to read it ever since. I got this back in July. I can't believe how fast time flies. I can't believe how fast time flies by. That sounds wrong, but I think it's right. I just realized I never talked about what this one was about. But it's a memoir, and I think it's about the death of her mother. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I saw her caption, and I think it like, yeah, memoir. I said that. Okay, Back to the Awakening by Kate Chopin. So this book called my attention because it seems to be a woman having an affair, and it like scandalized the people at the time. Came out 1899. This was obviously not in with society, and I think, yeah, let me see. I'm gonna read it. When first published in 1899, The Awakening shocked readers with its honest treatment of female marital infidelity. Audiences accustomed to the pieties of late Victorian romantic fiction were taken aback by Chopin's daring portrayal of a woman trapped in a stifling marriage who seeks and finds passionate physical love outside the I don't know how to say that word, confines of her domestic situation. Aside from its unusually frank treatment of a then controversial subject, the novel is widely admired today for its literary qualities. Edmund Wilson characterized it as a work quite uninhibited and beautifully written, which anticipates D.H. Lawrence in its treatment of infidelity. Although the theme of marital infidelity no longer shocks, few novels have plumbed the psychology of a woman involved in an illicit relationship with the perception, artistry, and honesty that Kate Chopin brought to The Awakening. Newly available on this inexpensive... Okay, yeah. And like, it's short. It sounds so good. It sounds right up my alley. When I like classics, I like angsty, controversial classics, I'd say. Who doesn't? Okay, so we got 2 books. We're doing good. They're also pretty short, so that's good because it gives me more motivation to read them, especially since they're physical books. So I've been reading on my Kindle. I've been reading The Eye of the World on my Kindle, and those have been pretty much the only physical books I've been reading the last couple months. I think before that I read like The Portrait of a Mirror, and I read it on my Kindle as well. So yeah, I'm trying to ease back into like physical reading. Okay, and what was the last one? An unheard book for me, or that like I don't hear people talk about it. I forgot what I looked at in here, but nothing I don't think called my attention. So I'm not gonna stress. I'm not gonna stress about these. I hope I didn't just mess up the order in these. Let's just move to the other bookshelf. Yeah, He's saying it. Let's move to the other bookshelf, shall we? I say yes. Okay, now we are here at the other bookshelf. There's more up there, but first let's tackle this. Maybe I'll find what I want here. Let's see. It has to be something I haven't heard of. That's the rule, and that's on my bookshelf. What is this? Thirst for Love. Jukio Mishima. I wonder if he's read this. Oh no, I'm cut off. Okay, honestly, I've never heard of this book, and it sounds quite incredible. It's also pretty short, which is like good. I'm easing back into it. I'm reading The Shadow Rising. I need shorter books, but I'll read it. Like his Western, this is a quote that says, like his Western counterparts, Mann, Joyce, Pound, Eliot, and Yeats, the poet. Yeats. I'm sorry. Mishima manages in his art to attain the laughter of the gods. And now for the synopsis. In Thirst for Love, Japan's greatest modern writer created a portrait of sexual torment and corrosive jealousy that is as delicately nuanced as Madame Bovary and as remorseless as Justine. Jukio Mishima's protagonist is Etsuko, whose philanthropic husband has died horribly from typhoid. Typhoid? Oh God. The young widow moves into the household of her father-in-law, where she numbly submits to the old man's advances. But soon Etsuko falls in love with the youngest servant, Sauro. Tormented by his indifference, yet invigorated by her anguish, she makes one last catastrophic bid for his attention. Stunningly acute in its perceptions, excruciating in its psychological suspense, Thirst for Love is a triumph of eroticism, terror, and compassion. Extremely poetic and affecting, Mishima's writing is simple but sensitive. Okay, I'm like sold. I've never heard of this book. It looks pretty cool. So I guess those are the three I'll be reading for my new little series on my channel. That was honestly pretty easy to pick. Yay. In the apartment where all my stuff is at, I have like a mug. I think you guys have seen it, with like a bunch of bookmarks. So it'd be cool if I could pick a bookmark for each book, but I guess I'll have to work with what I've got. I'm sure I have something. Let's find something. Okay, honestly, we did pretty good. We did that way faster than I thought, and I'm pretty proud. Okay, so for the popular book, we picked Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, Japanese Breakfast, and I picked this little like green, bright green, just like paint, swatch, that's the name, right? Then for Thirst for Love, I picked this like little postcard that my friend Julia gave me. It's got like another color. I thought it went well. And then for The Awakening, I just picked like another little paint swatch that's blue. And it matches. So those are my selections. I'm actually super excited. And then of course, I'll be reading The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. I'm actually gonna be reading it for my Kindle though, but here's like a little visual effect. And I think that's pretty good for like physical reads. That's more than I have been doing recently. So hopefully I can get to them all. I think I will. And yeah, audiobooks I'm like really struggling with. If you have good recommendations, let me know. I've only really been listening to romance for the most part for the past year, since like October, historical romance really. Then I switched to contemporary romance for kind of like a month, but I'm getting kind of tired of it. It's all just so repetitive and I want to swoon. I want to like feel it, you know? So I kind of just been hitting a wall with my audiobooks because I keep getting the same ones recommended And when I go through lists on Goodreads, I'm not really interested in so many. Like, I'm looking for like friends to lovers, angsty, stuff like that. So yeah, but I think I might have to just take a step back from romance for a little bit. I might just need to like listen to some more thrillers and mysteries and stuff. But I mean, this reading month is pretty serious. Like, I know this is sad. This seems to be kind of like psychologically thrilling, kind of, you know, mysterious. This seems to be like about an affair, so I'm sure it'll have some like angst and like realistic world stuff. And then the Shadow Rising will be fun, but you know, a little bit more serious. So I probably will still keep reading romance books in June's, or I mean listening to. So yeah, just give me recommendations, because I'm running on a blank. Like the past 2 weeks, I've started like 6 different romance audiobooks and just like DNF them all. Like, I cannot. So yeah, here are the books. Little thumbnail moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's really laid back and I'm just trying to jump back into it. I really want to like form a connection with y'all and just build a community. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day and peace. Bye bye.